Assalamu alaikum. As we step into 2026, I want to ask you something. How many of us open the Quran but never read it? How many of us pass by the Quran on our bookshelves or on an app in our phones and feel distant? The Prophet ﷺ will stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment and say something that should shake our hearts. This ayah, which is captured in the Quran, presents the Prophet's complaint and deep sorrow on the day of judgment against his very people, the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, for abandoning the Quran. And it is one of the most moving and sobering ayahs in the Quran. Now, this ayah comes in the context of describing the day of judgment when every soul will be confronted with their deeds. يوم يعض الظالم على يديه يقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول سبيلا. Beware of the day the wrongdoer will bite his nails in regret and say, I wish I had followed the way along with the messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. يا ويلتى ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا لقد أضلني عن الذكر بعد إذ جاءني. Woe to me, I wish I had never taken so and so as a close friend. It is he who made me go astray from the reminder after it had reached me. وَكَانَ الشَّيْطَانُ لِلْإِنسَانِ خَذُولًا. And Satan has always betrayed humanity. So people will look for excuses on that day of why they didn't follow the Quran and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They will blame somebody else, a close friend perhaps. They will blame Satan. It is at this point the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will make this moving statement and cry. وقال الرسول يا ربي إن قوم اتخذوا هذا القرآن محجورا. The messenger will say, O my Lord, Ya Rabbi, my people have indeed received this Quran with neglect. What does mahjura mean? It means abandoned. Classical scholars noted that the term mahjur is capable of several meanings, which includes people did not regard the Quran as worthy of their consideration. They neither accepted it nor followed it. They considered it to be insanity or made it the target of their ridicule and mockery. And this is the part that breaks our hearts. The complaint will be against his own ummah, which is you and me. Ibn al-Qayyim explained the word mahjur in 5 ways. He says abandonment can take 5 forms. The first form, he said, is abandoning listening to the Quran and reciting it, which is letting the Quran sit unread on your bookshelves or on your phones. Second, abandoning acting upon it, which means you know the halal from the haram, you learn the rulings of the Quran, but you don't apply it in your lives. The third, he said, is abandoning judging by the Quran, which means you make decisions in your life based on culture or customs rather than the Quran. The fourth, he said, is abandoning tadabbur, which means not pondering over its meanings, not reflecting on the deep wisdoms, not understanding the lessons Quran has for us, not reflecting upon the Quran and extracting lessons for a personal transformation, and reciting the book without understanding its deep meanings. And the fifth, he said, is abandoning the Quran as a cure for your broken hearts, cure for your anxieties, cure for your worries, cure for your emptinesses and confusion. And you trust other sources for healing instead of seeking the healing through the Quran's spiritual remedy. But here's the beautiful part for 2026. You don't have to be part of that complaint. This is exactly where Quran Rush comes in. Every Sunday we gather to study the Quran deeply, not just reading it. We dig into multiple tafasir, extract their wisdoms, and contextualize them for our modern lifestyle. And most importantly, we apply each ayah to our daily lives. Just a few ayahs a week, which leads to real reflection, growth in Quranic vocabulary, and practical application. Because we want you to feel and live the Quran and be changed by it, not just recite it. So here's my invitation as we enter 2026. Make Quran Rush your catalyst to start small, a few ayahs a week, but study them deeply, reflect on them, let them transform you. Because on the day of judgment, You want to be the answer to the Prophet's dua, not the cause of his complaint. Think about that. Let's make 2026 the year we stop abandoning the Quran and start embracing it. See you all this Sunday at your usual time. Assalamu alaikum.